Hello, crafting crew. How are you? Are you ready to make some butterflies today? So in your bags, you should have a Ziploc with some popsicle sticks, pipe cleaners, some yarn. It probably looks more like this. I kind of wrapped it up like that. And I have mine in a little baggie, but yours are just loose in your Ziploc bag of some wooden beads. You're also going to need some scissors. All right, let's switch the camera and I'll show you how I did that. So here's my table with my supplies on it. The first thing you're going to do is take one of the color of yarn that you want, and you're going to make an X with your popsicle sticks. And you can see I started mine. You're just going to start weaving it around. And there's no really rhyme or reason to it. You can wind it around this way, that way. Just you want the popsicle sticks to stay together. So once you have them, I did mine crisscrossed just to get the shape that I wanted. And then once you have that, let's see, I want this to be a little bit lower. You can see one of my popsicle sticks is broken a little bit, but I don't think that's really going to matter. So these are essentially going to be the wings of your caterpillar. So I'm going to turn mine around this way because I want to do, I can feel it slipping a little bit. You just want that to be tight enough that it's not going to fall apart. I'm just holding it in one hand. You can do whatever works for you. If you wind it on this side, you could turn it upside down. When you get to the space that you want, you're just going to turn it around and do the other side. I think that's big enough. There's no really right or wrong way to do this. It's how you want your butterfly to look. So when you get enough, I'm just going to slip this underneath. I think I have a pencil here that might help me. Just slip it underneath so it doesn't come apart. You can knot that if you want to. And trim it afterwards. All right. So at the beginning of my butterfly, I'm going to switch colors. I gave everybody at least 2 colors. So now on this one, you can do the same thing. You can slip it underneath if you'd like and knot it there so it doesn't come apart. Or you can just start weaving it in. I'm just going to knot mine. So now I'm going to use this and go this way to make some more wings. So we know butterflies have lots of different colors on their wings, don't they? Now I'm just wrapping mine around it. Another way you could do this, make it probably a little bit more sturdy for you, is go around your popsicle sticks. So go back and forth pattern. Really depends on what you want to do and how much dexterity you have in your fingers. I do like this one the best because I like the pattern it makes on my butterfly. And I like using this variegated yarn because I think it makes pretty wings. Oh, there goes my pencil. All right, so that's probably enough. So again, I'm going to trim that. And I'm going to want to tuck it in. You probably even use one of your other popsicle sticks. I gave everybody 4 popsicle sticks so you could make 2 butterflies. This one doesn't want to go in there. If you happen to have a crochet hook at your house, that would work perfectly. So again, I'm just going to take the end, I'm going to loop it around, and tie it in a little knot. There. Now I'm going to do the other side of the wing. And I'm just slipping it under and knotting it. So this will obviously be the back of my butterfly. That's where I'm putting all the knots. All right. So remember, I started doing this first, and then I decided to do a weaving pattern because I made a couple before I shot your video here, before I filmed your video, and this is the one that I liked the best because I like the pattern it makes on my butterfly. All right, I think that's probably good. Again, remember I'm tying all the knots on the back side, so my butterfly will have a front and a back. Tuck it underneath and knot it off. Tuck it under the weave that you already did. Pull it up and then tie a knot. And you might need a grown-up to help you with some of this, especially the knot tying. Now I'm going to trim those threads and then I'll tuck them underneath so you can't see them. So that will be the back of my butterfly. And here's the front of my butterfly. All right, so what are we missing? What else does a butterfly need? Does it need a body? Oh, I have my pipe cleaners. And if I wanted to stay all in blue, I would use this one. But I think I'm going to use this one so that you can see it better. So I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to wrap it around. Now I'm going to put beads on the bottom and beads on the top. So you want to leave enough that you have room for the beads. So I'm going to twist this around. Can you tell what those are going to be now? And I'm going to twist this one around. This also helps hold your butterfly together. So this will be a tricky part because I gave everybody assorted beads. So depending on how big the hole is on your bead, it might be tricky to get it on there. There's a flat bead there. It's a cylinder, and this is a round bead. This one is smaller, so it might take a little bit more effort to get it on. Whoops. Whoop. Well, guess that one doesn't want to go on there. Let's see if I can get this one on here. It's a little yellow bead. If I don't drop it. Oh, there we go. All right. So I'm just going to twirl around. Make sure it doesn't come off. I'm tucking the end in the bead. All right, so there's the tail of my butterfly. Now I'm going to use the biggest bead that I have in my bag. And I think I will use a blue one, though a red one would make it stand out more and you can see it better. So I'm going to put 1, 2 of the long ones on there. So there's the head of my butterfly. Now, what are these on a butterfly? Do you remember? Those are antenna. And remember, an antenna usually curls down. So I'm just using my pencil to twirl it. See how I did that? I wrapped it around my pencil. I'm using my thumb on there. And I'm just twirling it on my pencil. There's my butterfly. What do you think? That was pretty easy, right? So when you're all done, you can send me a picture of your butterfly. I do like it when I get a lot of pictures of the crafts that you make. I like to put them on Facebook so people can see what we're doing. So there's your butterfly. I'll see you next week. Next week will be our last craft that we're filming. After that, we'll be doing in-person crafts for summer reading. Next week, we're going to make a card for Father's Day. I'll see you then. Have a great week. I'll see you next time.